Bristol is a city in the southwest of England that is widely known as a place for local, upcoming musicians to showcase their talent. The Fleece is a music venue located in the heart of Bristol, which has put on shows for many musicians that have now made a huge name for themselves. The Fleece has recently been under threat of closure. There has been a huge campaign to keep the venue open, known as Save the Fleece. Join us as we take a look at why the Fleece is so important to the music scene in Bristol. In the 1830s, the building on St Thomas Street was home to the city's bull market. In 1982, the building was converted into offices and the 400-capacity live music venue known today as the Fleece. Since then, the venue has played host to a number of big names, including Muse, Oasis and Ed Sheeran. As well as big-name bands, the venue is also widely known for hosting smaller, local bands and helping them to get their name out there.
So the Fleece is more well known for being a national touring venue. We're 450 cap, so we help the industry in the fact that we help growing bands. When they're on tour and they kind of come through each city, like they might do Birmingham, London, Bristol, and then maybe go up Manchester or something. So we help them out in the sense that it gives them a really cool venue to play and people enjoy coming here.
Yeah, we played at the Fleece when it was our first official gig.
Yeah.
But because our first one was Barcode. But yeah, it was really good because the opportunity to play there was amazing because it's I think the second biggest venue in Bristol. But yeah, it was good.
I have to admit, it's quite cool how they just send out emails and are just like, hey, we need a band for this on this day, can you play it? And they'll just let you play it.
When we're not having any tours, we offer the venue to kind of local bands or college bands in the city and give them an opportunity to play on an amazing stage with a proper light rig and proper sound. Yeah, so it helps not only fans of music that want to come and see big upcoming bands, it also helps musicians in the area.
One of the ways the venue helps small local bands in their careers is through their TNG nights. These nights are designed for young bands and give them the opportunity to play on a real working stage in front of a real audience.
Yeah, so TNG is basically aimed at, kind of the under 18s, I guess, and it's kind of set out, its main aim is to give young musicians and young people something to do and somewhere to play. It's amazing that schools do kind of promote, you can put a gig on in the school hall or your local youth group, but what the Fleece does is it raises the bar in the sense that you can play the Fleece where all those amazing acts have played and are still playing, but you're a 17-year-old. I don't know many places that allow that, so coming up with the whole concept of TNG really works. Any genre can play under the umbrella of the brand TNG, and it's a really good opportunity for young people to play on that stage. And also a really cool place for young people to come and feel comfortable and hang out, and their parents and their aunties and uncles can come, as well as their younger brother and their best mate they hang around with. So yeah, it's a really good environment for bands.
Young people should be encouraged to have somewhere to go to make them, give them a bit of confidence and make sure that they're doing everything the right way and making, yes, I thought it was very, very good.
As I said, because it's an independent, they can choose who they want, and because, as I said, music's so popular in Bristol, people will go there to see up-and-coming bands just as much as popular bands.
That was my friend's band's first gig, and since then they've been doing a few more and they're doing alright. So that was about a month ago, probably doing 1 or 2 a week now. And that's where it's sort of like little gigs like that, they get spotted, don't they?
The music scene is very, I know there's a lot more things to do with music in Bristol than anywhere else in the southwest.
Right, you should know this one.
Recently, the Fleece has been under threat of closure due to the development of some nearby flats. In response to this, the owners have launched their Save the Fleece campaign in order to raise awareness.
Basically, the whole campaign was set up because we were forced with a potential closure from a rebuild of some flats. So what was and is at the moment offices and now an empty building, that the threat to turn that into flats. Basically, if they put those flats up, those people can complain about the noise, or just they don't like the people coming out of the venue that late. We have club nights as well. Could potentially just close the whole venue down and ruin like something that's been built up over like 20, 25 years.
When the owners of the Fleece heard about the development of the nearby flats, they got in touch with their local MP, Kerry McCarthy. They hoped she'd be able to help, as she had previous experience helping other venues with similar issues.
The main issue with the Fleece is there's this rather ugly office block very close to the venue. The developer wants to turn it into flats, and the way the law stands at the moment, if the people who then buy the flats or rent those flats have a problem with noise from the Fleece, they'd be able to shut the venue down, or they'd be able to make a noise complaint, and the chances are they'd be able to shut the venue down, despite the fact that the venue's been there for 30 years or more. When the Fleece set up its petition, I think it got over 50,000 signatures really, really quickly, like within a matter of days.
About 43,000, I think. That just shows you how many people care about the venue.
And quite a lot of those were from people who'd, from bands actually that had played at the venue in the past, and people who travelled from a bit further afield, from places like Exeter and Taunton or whatever. But a lot of them were local people. So it is, it's part of Bristol's history. There's a lot of people that will have been to gigs there over the years, and it's important that that's protected. And I think definitely I've not heard anybody turn around and say no, we want flats instead.
Yeah, I'd have cried if the Fleece closed. It would have been devastating.
There'll be a catastrophe on the music scene because it's so important to the heart and soul of Bristol music.
I don't know there's no other events really like that. It's a place called the Thunderbolt, which isn't far away, but it's just like a pub really, whereas that's especially for bands, to set up for bands.
The Fleece is a much-loved music venue, offering many opportunities to small, local bands. It allows the current and next generation of musicians to share the same stage as many of the big names in the music business. As can be seen by the vast amount of signatures on the petition, the Fleece is clearly a venue that is important to the local people and will hopefully still be there in many years to come.
If anything could ever be this real forever, if anything could ever be this good again, the only thing I'll ever ask of you, you gotta promise not to stop when I say when.
Thank you.